Well, well, well. Isn't this interesting? Obviously, it's another video about the RuneScape leaks. I will fill you in just a second. Just like everyone else, I'm talking about it. I just found out that they removed the post that they did. So they kind of released an early teasing version post of RuneScape leaks. The way it would gonna be working is literally as it described on the Wayback Machine. I had to use the Wayback Machine to get onto this page because Jagex actually removed it. But pretty much what it is Rediscover RuneScape Together, a special 4-month members event where everyone plays on a level playing field, starts a new character with fresh skills in a fresh world with a new economy and grand exchange, level up fast with XP boost and gameplay buffs, earn alternate skill capes, high scores and rich rewards. That sounds amazing. This is literally RuneScape leaks. And that's something we've all wanted. That's something that the community wanted for a little while now. However, I'm going to be scrolling down, and this is where the controversy starts to come. All good still, all good. Hey, it's skill capes. Obviously, the Wayback Machine doesn't have the pictures. If I can find the pictures, I will flash them on screen. I will edit them just in, but they're not on the Wayback Machine, so I'm really, really sorry. But this is where it becomes controversial. Fresh challenges and acclaim. For first 8 weeks, all players can compete for fresh starts, world high scores and world first. Amazing. MTX will be limited during the first 8 weeks to rune coins and bonds to keep the race fair. That is not fair, Jagex. That is not fair. If I spend money on bonds and I get, I think a bond, I don't know how it would work in that league world, but if it's the same in the main game, it's like 50 or 60 mil. If I can just buy 10 mil bonds and start with 500 mil GP, I have a head start on anyone else that doesn't buy bonds. So that is not a level playing field, Jagex. Not at all. World first broadcasts throughout the event, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. But this is the main issue. MTX will be limited during the first 8 weeks to rune coins and bonds to keep the race fair. Now, we're not saying as well that after that it will be, or they're kind of saying that after that it will also be that you can probably use spins and other things. And that is where the issue lays for a lot of people. And a lot of it has been said about it. But my main problem with this is like, I read this, right? Especially the part that's up here. And, you know, I'm already thinking about content. Even if it comes out in this state, I will still be making content on it because I think it could be really good content. And I'm going to be doing something hopefully unique. Hopefully no one else thought about it, but it's going to be fun. It will be like regular progress series coming out for like those 8 weeks, I suppose. And it will be a nice little switch up, and I hopefully can create some good content of it, and it will be fun for that. But my main issue with it is like, if you read this part, it is so good. Like, you know, they will go into more detail, and I might make a follow-up video on it if I can as well. But, you know, buffs to gameplay. You know, they talked about this new lens that will go up with every single level you go up, so it will eventually be a tier 99. That will be really interesting, and buffs really make me think about, you know, relics from old school leagues, for example, where, you know, you get certain buffs like double pickpockets or, you know, infinite run energy, which obviously is not really relevant in RuneScape 3, but things like that, things that could really help you, or like a double hit every like 5 hits or something, and XP boost obviously making you level up quicker. It sounds amazing. It sounds so good, but then you ruin it because not only is MTX enabled, you also need to start a new account with new membership. Bro, why? That is like, I think membership right now, hold up, let me actually go to runescape.com. Let me go to runescape.com right now and go to the membership prices. I think it will show it right here. Yeah, it is. So 6 months, and I mean, it's a 8-week event, so it's like 2 months. That will literally cost you 22 euros to be able to compete. And I think in dollars, that's like maybe like slightly more, like $25 to compete in an event. Some people that are watching this video, including me, already pay memberships on multiple accounts. I don't want to be paying membership on another account as well, even if it's with bonds or whatever. Some of people want. People just want to play on their main and then get those cosmetics on their main as well. And I don't know how they work with it, but isn't that what we all want? Just play the game mode and use those cosmetics to just flex and show, look, we've gotten all these special skill capes. Maybe like those skill capes go to the main game and you can flex like, oh, you know what? I got Archaeology 120 in the other game mode. Look at my cool cape. And in a couple of years' times, that would be a very cool flex, and that would just be amazing to other people as well. And just in general, we would love that. But no, instead, they are going to give us another account to play on, which isn't even the biggest issue. The biggest issue is literally that MTX. Like, the potential of this game mode is huge. I see people like, I know like Bodhi is like mainly an OSRS player. And I'm not saying he's going to be playing, but just as an example, he talked about RuneScape 3 and like how he thinks, you know, PVM in RuneScape 3 looks very interesting. This would be something for someone like him, someone who's a bigger streamer in old school RuneScape, to kind of go to RuneScape 3, try the leaks thing, try to really just, obviously they level up quick, they get help by the community, and like rush to the end game, experience it, and bring a new audience to RuneScape 3, and showing it that it's a really good game, because we all know that it really is. And you know, maybe it can like bridge that gap a little bit more, like how Signer did with going from old school to RuneScape 3, because those RuneScape 3 YouTubers and streamers go over to this game to try it because it's a fresh thing, but no, instead they just look at it and be like, another MTX thing, ah ha ha ha, funny, blah 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 blah, and they just meme about it. And I think it's very curious that Jagex deleted this, even though they said like, look, this is just a teaser, we will be uploading the new like updated version of it tomorrow. As of the game update. The game update is there, and I can show you on the main website. Go to runescape.com. It is nowhere to be seen. Even on this week's update, it is nowhere to be seen. And I think they know that they messed up. I think they generally do know that they messed this up, and that their bonds thing is not a good thing. And especially like with the, see, the thing is, I can see the accounting, I can get behind it somewhere, somehow. Like, I understand that there's somewhat of an infrastructure needed to make a fresh start on a new world, to be able to make that work on your new account without losing everything on your new account. Obviously, old school RuneScape did it, so RuneScape 3 should be able to do it. But that is something I could somehow technically still get behind. Like, that is something I understand, right? That is something I could understand from a development point of view. However, this part about MTX being available in a competition where you can literally buy, like, I don't care in a main game, like, the main game is not really a competition. That is just, you know, if you want to buy bonds, go buy bonds. It doesn't really matter. The real end game players will always be quicker without bonds. And I mean, when a new skill comes out, there's always a grace period. But doing this in a competitive game mode where, you know, a world first actually matters, you should never have bonds, or you should never have rune coins, or you should never have anything like that enabled. Look, I understand they want to make money off this event, right? And from that point of view, I understand that they do want you to make a new account, and that is fine by me. If it's about money, sure, I will make that new account, but let it actually be an equal playing field, instead of it being there, if I spend more money than you, I will be better than you. That is my main issue with MTX in any game that will go for RuneScape. I don't think that's currently the case in RuneScape. I made videos about it in the past, that I think, like, obviously RuneScape is becoming more and more of like a solo game mode game, and that is fine by me. But this, with a competitive setting, is really bad, and they are missing the potential. But I'm going to be giving Jagex the benefit of the doubt on the matter of fact that they deleted this post, and maybe, just maybe, they see that this was a mistake, and maybe they just posted this and be like, you know what, we're gonna see what the initial reaction is, and then go from there. That is really wishful thinking. I am fully aware that that is the most wishful thinking there is, but I really hope, because Jagex has been doing great things recently. Obviously, some of the MTX promotions recently have been a bit controversial, but all the updates, all the ideas, and even the actual concept of this game mode is incredible. They've been doing a great job, but they're ruining their momentum if they go along with how this works. I think if they want to find that middle ground, and they see this as something they want to make money with, sure, let people start a new account, and it sucks that you need to pay for it. Whatever, I get it. However, do not have MTX included in a competitive game mode. That is the biggest failure they could make, and that is what could absolutely destroy any potential that this event would have. Make it so that it's completely fair, that if you put in more time than someone else, you will get the world first. So you will get this, you will get that. And not because I have more money than you, I will be better than you. That should never be the case, period. And that is just my opinion on it. The potential is there. It is great. I think it should release in the state, as I said. Like, I understand if you need to make a new account, it would suck, but hey ho, it is what it is. That's how they would make money, and it keeps their game alive. And that doesn't mean that we will not have MTX in it. Cool. But this way, it is not it. Obviously, I would love it to just be on my account right now, no MTX. That would be perfect world. But that middle ground, I'm willing to settle for. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new. And if there's any updates, I hope I can give them to you. And we'll see. Maybe we'll talk about the subject a little bit later. Much love and goodbye.